We've downloaded 2020.48.10. Let's see what the car has to say for itself. As it hits me with the door. It plays What Drives Us for us. Alright. We're looking at text messaging improvements, Trax version 2, and Sentry Mode improvements. So we've seen pictures of what that looks like on Model 3. I will have to get some text sent to the car and see how it behaves with this. We'll also have to see if my car has turned off that feature again. It tends to do that all the regular, even without software updates. Trax V2, that'll be fun to look at. We'll take a look at that. And the Sentry Mode improvements, let's see. Good. This is where they save the Sentry Mode to the onboard memory if there's something wrong with your storage device, or if you don't have a storage device. If you have an event and you come back, just plug in your storage and it'll take care of the rest. And we'll catch you on the flip side to test this out. Navigate on Autopilot or Autopilot, whichever one. The car is still way too polite with people merging onto the highway going slower than you, where there's room for you to pass them before they get to the end of their lane. It slows down, lets them in, goes there incredibly turtle speed. Other than that, so far Navigate on Autopilot has been an A release. It's been smooth, professional. I like it. And on this road I'm on now is that same one that I demonstrated a couple of updates ago, where the car wanted to do 40 in a 55. It read the signs, even though I don't know if the map data is corrected yet or not, but it read the signs. As soon as I passed the 55 mile an hour sign, it allowed me to do 55 instead of 40. And that's what I've got so far. I'm still on this errand, and we'll find out. I've got a nice little highway trip later today. We'll catch you on the flip side. There are some roads here in the backwoods of Northern Virginia where they're kind of hilly and curvy. Some of them, the hills will block the view of the road. And Autopilot goes up the hill at full speed, and when it realizes it can't see anything, it drops out immediately. And rather than slow down and approach the hill and go slow, it just quits. Here's the controls, hot potato. I'm glad I'm used to the eccentricities and I'm glad I'm used to the stuff that this car does. It's just that's not the right answer. I'll never get over the pun that is the name of this song. So you'll notice that I'm using the Live by Live today. The interface for both Spotify and Live by Live were loading up blank when I would come up and try and select my songs, and for some reason it had already chosen to listen to us on What Drives Us instead of listening to Spotify or the Tesla streaming. But that's not what we're here to look at today anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the new Trax application. So we're going to go to Entertainment, and then we're going to go to, well, I'm guessing Trax is a toy box item. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's jam. Interesting, it enabled my power steering. This isn't a game, but I guess it just uses the same interface. Oh. Let's see what they've got for a sample today. I like the new look, though. Alright, looks like the sample is silent. Alright. Already I like it. This thing is unnecessarily well equipped. Alright, so. Ooh. It looks like you can scroll it. It supports multi-touch. Okay. Alright, so this scrolls. And then obviously you would be able to record. Let's try. You guys don't want to see my whole process. It takes too long. I just gotta get a feel for it. So let's play it back and see what we got so far. I like it. I think we could add a little more to it, don't you think? Let's see what we want to add. I guess I should slow it down before trying to record on it. And then we can save it if we want. Let's just call it playing around. I present to you playing around. Alright, so that's at 140. We can make it loop. Can we? Maybe. Oh. It's smart enough to continue on its own. Alright. Yeah. We'll do a couple more of those. And then repeat. No? Whatever. I might want to slow it down. Oh. Didn't like that note. All right, so slow down a little bit. I actually like it a little bit faster. $110 might be right. Let's try 120. Let's get the right cadence with the hand clap. So we're going to call this at 120. 140 was just a little bit too fast for me. We're going to overwrite playing around 2.0. I don't want to close it. We want to change our instruments. I wonder if that changes all the stuff that's already there. Yeah? I like it with the Techno kit. Alright, I'd say the TR-808 or the Techno kit. let's go with TechnoKit. Playing around 2.1. There you have it. There's a sampling of the new tracks. We'll let the fine gentleman who lays down some killer beats and some audio tracks, like vocal tracks, I will let him be the expert on this. But that's nice. Thank you, Tesla. Okay, let's do a come to me summon and see how it behaves here while there's no traffic. Well, if the car will even accept that I'm asking for it. Let me just cut to where it accepts my location. Oh, there we go. All right, so we've got the come to me summon. There's currently no traffic. Come to me. We'll do a summon to point later. So far, so good. Now, the only reason it's staying on the right-hand side of the road is because that's where I am. So you see, it's all in the middle of the road. Wow, car. That's just terrible. Yeah, that met the mission, but what a terrible job. Parked in the middle of the road. We'll catch y'all on the flip side. Up ahead, the car usually gets confused between east and west, and then it'll try and take the wrong exit, and then it'll yell at you for taking the wrong exit, and it'll try and make U-turns and stuff, and then it'll correct itself. So let's see if the new maps or the new update have improved its ability to tell the difference between east and west. Typically, I do need to go west, not east, so that's where I get the most errors, but sometimes I need to go east like this. And so here you can't, that's not a lane, so I'm going to cancel that. Come on, car. Alright, go ahead. Okay, it was a lane, but it wasn't going to get there by just sitting there behind that Honda Fit. Alright, east and west on the east side is good. Let's evaluate the rest of this and get back with you. The overeager route following is back. I was trying to pass this guy. Well, the car was trying to pass this guy. And here we are almost, at the time, almost 7 miles from where we need to make the turn. And the car is insisting on getting in the lane to make the exit. I'm not in a hurry. Once again, my car just avoided some debris in the road. Let me save the data there. It wasn't really debris, it was the base to one of the barrel cones. And I think it should have hit it, but it didn't. And this isn't the first time that it's just nudged itself over in the lane the same way it does with the trucks to not hit stuff. I do appreciate it. It's not an advertised thing, and sometimes it's still, like for pieces of wood or metal or other stuff that shouldn't be in the road, it still wants to go straight at it. But sometimes it makes the right call. Make of that what you will. Catch you on the flip side. Okay, now we're going to try a smart summon to target. So let's do summon, smart summon. Let's change the view because I'm going to target the driveway. Well, that's accurate. I was targeting the wrong driveway. Let's do this one. Go. Where are you going? Okay. Well, I don't know. That's what I got. All right, we'll catch you on the flip side. Okay, we're here with Uncle Derek. You haven't seen him yet because I have been lazy and I haven't got the video with him in it out yet. But he's going to send us a couple texts. We're going to start with a single text, and then we're going to do repeated text, and then we're going to do a multi-line text to see these new text message improvements that Tesla says that they put in the car. Oh, I got to close the door. They turned off Bluetooth when the... Yeah, so you don't like... Key not inside vehicle. So another thing that happened was after I left my errand this morning, where you saw me driving, was the daggum key died, or the phone stopped responding to it, or the car stopped responding to it, or something. But there's typically a warning: hey, key battery low, replace key battery. So what we're gonna do is front door open. We're gonna close that. We're gonna remote start the car with a fingerprint. All right, there we go. Okay, that's to be expected. The message about the seat back. We're gonna go back into our settings and turn fingerprint back on. I don't know why it turned itself off. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna play with the text messaging. There we go.
Yeah, all right, cool. So now...
Eric McDaniel says testing 124.
All right, send another message.
Derek McDaniel says great sound system.
Thanks.
I'll see you guys
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Cool. All right, so now send a multi-line text message.
Okay.
Like one where it goes to like 2 and 3 of 3 or 4 messages. And the message came back, thank you, all right?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, how you doing, man?
There we go.
Derek McDaniel says my maintenance director had to quarantine because his wife has COVID. He will return next week. I'm also checking our budget for funding sources. I should know something around the 17th.
Cool.
Cool. Was that a 2 message or a single message?
That's a single message.
All right, let's see if we can't get one that's a double message.
What do you mean, like?
Like multiple messages. Like where it says 2 or 3 or...
Okay.
Mhm.
That is. I've been just copying and pasting.
random paragraphs.
I've been copying and pasting everybody else's message.
Or paste the same message 2 or 3 times?
Oh, okay. I just did another message. You mean like back to back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're going to pretend that somebody is sending us a story. You know, you get a ping to read a text message, and then more and more and more text messages come through before you've read the first one.
Okay.
So
Gave you back to back. I don't know if they came individually.
all right, do one more. Oh, it went away. Come on, car, play nice.
So that was like 3.
All right, let's see what happens.
Derek McDaniel says, by the way, everyone, if you can please view the Christmas at Hope program this Friday evening, December 11th, 2020 on www.thehopeconnection.org live at 7 p.m. You may see very familiar Hope family with very, very special presentations there. Love and hugs, Sid.
All right. So that was more than one in a row, right? And it sent them...
There was 3 in a row. Same thing.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's not as nice as they described it on the Model 3 for the Model S and the Model X, because we don't have a touchscreen for our text message display. But it definitely feels a little better than the very last version I was working with. And the transcription is all right, too.
Especially since it's reading it out.
Yeah. All right. So we'll catch you on the flip side.
Good deal.
I'm back in the car. The key, I bought a new battery for it. I don't know if my battery was dead or if the key froze up or whatever. I don't want to change it back to find out because it's a pain. But as soon as the new battery was in, before I put the cover back on the key fob, the running lights on the car, the under eyebrow pieces on the headlights, they were on. And then before I put the cover on, I hit the top button to lock the car, and it, boop, lights flashed. So I don't know if I had a dead key battery or, like I said, if the key froze and locked itself up or whatever. So I've got a service appointment already set up for that, for mobile, and hopefully they will give us some information from the diagnostics, but they don't seem to be too keen on overloading us with information, good or bad. So we'll see if they see an anomaly or not, at the very least. We'll catch you on the flip side. Okay, here we're trying the flashing yellow lights. I've acknowledged it. It's flashing. The bar stays green. Good job, Tesla. There's nobody in front of us, so it wasn't a lead car sort of thing. Let's flip it around and try the other direction. Do a little wide angle action now. Okay, we have our autopilot set. Here's the lights. Acknowledge, nothing, acknowledge. Stays green. Much better than last time. Good job, Tesla. So this update was solid. It did have some weirdness with the key. I don't know if that was literally that my battery died or if the key needed a power cycle. It's got a new battery now, so it doesn't matter. The with the streaming media where it wouldn't show anything in the display pages, that was annoying, but I don't know that it's necessary that it was this version or if it was the data connection. It did kick me completely out of Spotify and I had to re-log in. It said the password was wrong, blah, 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 which it was right. It even had a password in there, so I hit sign in. That didn't do the trick. I retyped it, nothing. Retyped it again, it still said wrong, but then it let me in. And it picked up with what the smart speaker was playing this morning when I was getting ready for my errands. So, all in all, I would definitely do this update if you're not already on it and it's offered to you. I want to thank Fred B. at the $10 level and Jason B. at the $5 level and all of our other patrons for helping to make things like this possible. And over here is a subscription bubble, and over here are some videos that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, and catch you on the flip side.